Next, Mark Green, North Yorkshire LDC, motion 27.
Morning, Conference. This motion came about because of the feedback we as North Yorkshire LDC have been getting from our colleagues we represent. And last night's rather excellent after-dinner animation was the parody with the mop struck a chord with the audience. Why? Because of the stupidity of the box-ticking process which is used to assess the quality of dentistry. The box being ticked only proves one thing, and that the box has been ticked. The CQC has in their team a qualified dentist. Why isn't it used more effectively and in a role of a DRO, RDO? No one can argue that we need regulation, but it needs to be proportionate and fair and relevant. I urge you to support this motion. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark. We have Philip Martin, Leicestershire LDC, speaking for the motion.
Whilst I would disagree with part of this motion, in that I've worked as a specialist advisor to CQC for a few years now, until I gave notice earlier this year. So I've done quite a few CQC inspections. I think the CQC inspection, although it's largely paper-based, does bear some relation to the quality in the practice. As a general rule, if the CQC inspection is good, the quality of the dentistry turned out by the practice is, on the whole, good, and vice versa. Nevertheless, how many times, how relevant to what we do is it that we have to sit there parroting phrases about the Mental Capacity Act and all of the other paperwork they want? And ultimately, whether CQC inspections come out good or bad, practices get through the gaps for the quality of their dentistry on occasion. Please support the motion.
Thank you very much. Next, speaking against the motion, GDPC rep Nick Stoles.
Yeah, I'm speaking against this motion. Let's remember that the recent 13% fee increase at the CQC was to bring us into line so that the responsibilities of the CQC were entirely self-funded by us. If you include dental inspections on that, the chances are that our fees will go up yet further to actually balance the additional work that they're doing. Any additional work that needs to be done by way of patient inspections should be borne by either Department of Health or NHS England, and not by us. I would oppose this motion.
Thank you very much. Do you want to come back, Mark? Mark, do you want to come back to the rostrum? Mark? Do you want to come back? No? You go for it.
I am actually a first-time speaker, even though I've been
here. So sorry. Well done, sir.
Although I've been up here before, but anyway, what I was going to come back to Nick was they already are in the practice. These dentists are already there. Just use them more effectively is what I was going to say.
Thank you. Okay, so we'll take motion 27 to the vote. English LDCs only, please. Those in favour? High up, aloft, please. Thank you. Good. Those against? Any abstentions? I'm sorry, Mark. The motion is defeated. Next, motion number 28, Liverpool LDC. Bill Powell, please.
Yeah, it seems that nobody, including the CQC, really understands how they even calculate their fees, although they do admit that dentistry is the safest healthcare sector, and I suspect we're already subsidising the medical and the ambulance service and so forth. But the way they actually charge us is desperately unfair and gives another huge advantage to the corporates that already have huge financial advantage. And when you look at a single site practice with 6 surgeries paying £1,200 a year, and on average you get inspected once every 10 years, that inspection is basically a £12,000 cost. whereas the same practice as part of a corporate group will only be paying, say, 298 per site, so about 3,000 quid for that inspection over 10 years. So it's a completely unfair anomaly, and we just need to have a fair and proportional way of charging each practice appropriately.
Thank you very much. Right, we have Ian Gordon speaking to this motion.
Yes, after my attempt yesterday at explaining the benefits of Brexit, it didn't go, it didn't go particularly well. I'm speaking in favour of this motion. I'm not going to get into maths for obvious reasons, but as somebody who is involved in practices which are on the fringe of the corporate sector having a group, I see no reason why there should be a discount for corporate practices. Each inspection is independent in its own right. There's no reduction in the amount of work that's done by either the practice or the CQC. So it should be a level playing field. I like the idea of charge per chair as well. That would seem to be very equitable. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Right, we'll take that motion to the vote. Motion 28, please. Those in favour? Those against? Any abstentions? The motion is carried. Thank you.